Sit with me for a moment. Make yourself comfortable. Today, I want to speak about something the modern world often forgets. Silence. Not the cold kind of silence, not the silence that comes from fear or shame. I mean the wise kind, the kind of silence that protects your peace. Today, people are told to share everything. Share your feelings, share your problems, share your plans, share your pain, share what you are going through. And sometimes, this is good. With the right person, at the right time, sharing can heal you. But with the wrong person, sharing can hurt you more than silence ever could. Some people will take what you tell them and carry it somewhere else. Some will use it to judge you. Some will remember your weakest moment and bring it back when they want power over you. This is why, in Japan, we respect silence. Not because we have nothing to say, but because not everything valuable should be placed in public hands.
A seed is not pulled from the soil just to prove it is growing. A good tea bowl is not thrown into the street. And your private life should not be handed to people who have not earned your trust. So today, I want to share 5 things you should be very careful about telling others. Not because they are shameful, but because they are sacred. The first thing you should be careful about sharing is your money. How much you have, how much you do not have, how much you saved, how much you owe. Money changes the way people look at you. If they think you have more than they expected, some people begin to calculate. They wonder what you could do for them. They wonder why you are not helping more. They may begin to feel entitled to what took you many years to build. And if they think you have less than they expected, something else happens. They may pity you. They may speak to you differently. They may begin to see your whole life through that one number. Both are dangerous.
Envy and pity can both damage respect. I once knew a man who told his family exactly how much he had saved. He thought it would bring them peace. He wanted them to know he had prepared well. But after that, every conversation changed. One child needed a loan. Another needed help with a house. Someone mentioned school fees for the grandchildren. At first, the requests were gentle. Then they became expected. He had wanted to be seen as responsible. Instead, he became a vault. And once people know the number, you cannot take it back. It sits quietly in the room forever. So be careful. You can ask for help when you truly need help. You can speak to a professional. You can speak to someone deeply trusted. But do not scatter your financial life into casual conversation. Money is private. Handle it quietly. The second thing you should be careful about sharing is your next move, your plan, your dream, your decision before it has grown strong.
Many people destroy their own plans by speaking too early. They become excited and tell everyone, "I'm going to move. I'm going to start something. I'm going to change my life." And then the voices arrive. "Are you sure? Is that wise? At your age? What if it fails?" Sometimes these words come from concern, but sometimes they come from fear, and sometimes they come from jealousy. Not everyone who hears your plan wants to see it succeed. Some people become uncomfortable when you begin to move because your movement reminds them that they have been standing still. A plan spoken too soon is like a seedling pulled out of the earth to show people the roots. It may impress them for one moment, but the seedling suffers. Let your plans grow in silence, like bamboo. For a long time, it may look like nothing is happening,
but underground, the roots are becoming strong. Then one day, it rises. Your life can be like that. Build quietly, prepare quietly, heal quietly.
When the result is strong enough, people will see it. You will not need to explain. Before we continue, let me say one small thing. If this quiet lesson is useful to you, subscribe and come sit with me again. On this channel, we speak about aging, peace of mind, health, and simple Japanese wisdom for a lighter life. No shouting, no rushing, just calm lessons you can use. Now, let us continue. The third thing you should be careful about sharing is family problems. Every family has problems. Every family. The house that looks peaceful from the street may have tears inside. The smiling photo may have old pain behind it. This is human life. But not every family problem should be carried outside the family walls. When you tell outsiders about your son's mistake, your daughter's marriage, your spouse's weakness, or a private argument, the story leaves your hands. And once it leaves, it changes. You tell it with pain. The next person tells it with curiosity. The next person adds judgment. The next person removes compassion. And soon the story no longer looks like the truth. It becomes gossip. It becomes entertainment. It becomes a shadow over someone who never agreed to be discussed. There is another danger. You may forgive your family later. You may repair the relationship. The apology may come. The warmth may return. But the outsider you told may never forget. They heard only the wounded version. They were not there for the healing. So when they see your family member, they still carry judgment, a cold look, a stiff politeness, a distance that should not be there, all because you opened the door while your heart was angry. Now, please understand me. If you are unsafe, get help. If someone is being harmed, speak to someone who can protect them. Wisdom is not hiding danger. But ordinary family conflict, private mistakes, shame, arguments, and disappointments should not become public stories. If you need counsel, choose one wise person, someone discreet, someone who does not enjoy gossip, someone who knows how to hold a private thing privately. Your family is not perfect. No family is. But their dignity is still worth protecting, especially when you are angry. The fourth thing you should be careful about sharing is your deepest pain. Not all pain belongs to all people. When we suffer, we want someone to understand. We want someone to say, "I hear you. You are not alone." And this is natural. A person cannot carry everything alone forever. But there is a difference between sharing your pain with someone who loves you and handing your pain to someone who collects wounds like souvenirs. Some people listen because they care. Others listen because your weakness makes them feel strong. Some people are gentle with your pain. Others turn it into a story. Some will repeat it. Some will remember it too clearly. Some will bring it back later when they want to make you small. This is why your lowest moments should not be given to everyone. Your pain is not public property. Think of a cracked tea bowl. In Japan, there is kintsugi, where broken pottery is repaired with gold. The crack is not denied, but it is treated with respect. Your pain is like that. It may become part of your wisdom, but only if it is handled carefully.
Do not give your broken pieces to someone who will step on them. Give them only to someone who knows how to hold them gently. Have someone you can speak to. Yes, a true friend, a trusted family member, a counselor. But do not confuse someone being available with someone being trustworthy. Some people are always ready to listen because they are hungry for information. Your pain deserves better than hungry ears. The fifth thing you should be careful about sharing is your good deeds. This one may surprise you. When you help someone, do it quietly. When you give quietly. When you protect someone, protect them quietly. A good deed loses something when it becomes a performance. The moment you announce it, the center of the act changes. It is no longer only about helping. It becomes about being seen helping, about praise, about reputation, about being called generous. And there is another problem. When you tell others how you helped someone, you may expose the person who needed help. Their private difficulty becomes your public story. Their weakness becomes proof of your kindness. This is not love. This is taking their dignity. The person you helped did not ask to become a character in your story. Maybe they were embarrassed. Maybe they were afraid. Maybe they trusted you because they believed the moment would remain private. The best kindness is often invisible. I once knew an old man who helped many people quietly. He brought food. He paid for medicine. He fixed things in homes.
He drove people to appointments, and he never spoke of it. When he died, many people came, more than anyone expected. And then the stories began. He helped me when I had nothing. He paid my rent one winter. He brought food when my husband was sick. He sat with my father when no one else could come. No one had known the full size of his heart until he was gone. That is the power of silent goodness. It grows without applause. A good deed done quietly becomes medicine. A good deed announced too loudly becomes noise. So if you help someone, protect their dignity. Let the kindness stay between you, them, and heaven. That is enough. So these are the 5 things: your money, your next move, your family problems, your deepest pain, and your good deeds. Guard them carefully, not with fear, with wisdom. Fear says, trust no one. Wisdom says, trust slowly. Fear closes every door. Wisdom builds a gate. You have lived long enough to know that words do not disappear after they leave your mouth. They travel. They change shape. They return. Sometimes they return as comfort. Sometimes they return as pain. So choose your words carefully. Do not give away what is sacred. You do not owe every person access to your inner life. You do not need to explain every move. You do not need to show every wound. You do not need applause for every kindness. When someone asks too much, you can smile. When someone pushes for details, you can breathe. You can say, "It is all right. I am handling it. It is not something I need to discuss." Or you can simply say nothing. Silence is not emptiness. Silence is a bowl that has not been spilled. It holds power because it holds what matters. And if one of these 5 teachings touched you, write the number in the comments. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Which one did you once share with the wrong person?
And what did it cost you?
Your story may help someone else become wiser before they are wounded. For today, remember this: protect what is sacred, speak with care, trust slowly, and let silence become one of your strongest friends. I will see you in the next video.